This time OBS crashed. It wasn't even internet. Go figure. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm here. I'm here. So very sorry. Is it working again? I think I'm up. Go back to my dashboard. Am I here? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Can you not see the simulator though? Ah, seriously? There it is. Okay. Good God. I don't know what that was all about. Not a clue. Alright. We'll flip, get our avionics on. We'll start listening to ATC. And then I'll find out. There's a light switches over here. Is that a light switch? No. Where's our lights? Anybody? Carb heat. Landing light. What about our dash lights? Do we not have dash lights? If I don't have dash lights, that might be interesting. Do I not have lights? Okay, well I might have to readjust the time of day then, if I don't have lights. That could be interesting. You didn't get to hear the plane start? Oh, I'm sorry. So I could turn it off, I guess, if you want me to. It just goes, and then vroom. I'm not seeing a light switch. Is it up here? Is that all it is? Must be. That must be my only light. Well, that'll have to do, I guess. We'll see. If it gets really bad, I'll just adjust the time of day. Alright, so what do you think?
Number 681 Delta Whiskey, taxi Alpha.
Hey, Salty!
Frequency. Have a good night.
Charming Tower, 172 Kilo at Snake, ILS runway 26, to the right approach.
Number 172 Sierra Kilo, Joey Tower, good evening, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Runway to the right, clear to 92 Sierra Kilo.
Alright, yeah, let's get our clearance. Let's get out of here. Let's do this. And I sure hope there's some panel ID building.
John
This
Wayne
really will be
Good
tough.
evening, Piper 6097 Golf, ready to copy IFR to John Wayne. Information Zulu for my I-1.
Ooh, I won. Let's see if we can beat him over there.
Number 6097 Golf, John Wayne clearance. Hello again, clear to the John Wayne Airport, flight heading 220, Greater Vector, Seal Beach, via wire, direct. Maintain 2000, expect 3000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 6124.
7. Make sure that,
Fly 220.
I'm looking for it. What are you talking about?
VOR, 2000, 3005 minutes, 128.1,
Autopilot.
6124. Sorry
This
about
is
this.
autopilot.
I'm having a runway, a taxiway issue. I'll talk about on ground.
6097 Golf, no problem at all. Reback is correct.
Seeing the switch. That's it right there.
John Wayne Ground, Piper 6097
Got
Golf,
it.
ready to taxi. Information Zulu. Is Is there any way I can avoid taxiway Charlie?
Nope.
Having some sort of invisible building.
Take Charlie. Don't let him get away with it.
97 Golf. No problem at all. Squawk 6124, please. Runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi by Alpha Kilo.
Cold C.
20 left, Kilo by Alpha Kilo. And I'm going to squawk 6124. 907 Golf.
Bracket clearance evening, Cherokee 3416 IFR John Wayne.
Runway 3416, bracket clearance, good evening. Clear to the John Wayne Airport. Fly the runway 26 departure procedure to the Prado intersection. Victor 363 Poxcu. Victor 8 Seal Beach direct. Maintain 4000, departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 4573.
Okay, Cherokee 3416, runway 26 departure procedure, Prado, Victor 363, Poxcu, Victor 8, Seal Beach, direct, 4000, 135.4, and squawk 4573, Cherokee 416.
Cherokee 416, read back correct.
What? That was like a marathon of a writing there, right? Okay, so I'm going to have to re-evaluate my flight plan here. I had filed Paradise 270 radial to join Victor 363. Now, runway 26 departure procedure will likely just take me straight to Prado, which is right on Victor 363. So that eliminates the whole Paradise Victor 363 portion. So basically everything else was the same. We'll climb straight up to
this clearance. Good evening, hope you're having a good night. American 243 IFR to San Luis.
Alright, so runway 26 departure procedure states we'll climb on a heading of 259.
Is that American? I missed the numbers. American, what was it?
243.
American 243 Las Vegas clearance.
Climb on a heading of 259.
San Luis Obispo Airport, Boch 7 departure, Hector transition. Then is filed, climb by a
1400 feet, then turn left heading 130. The Pomona 164 radial.
San Luis Obispo, Boch 7 departure, Hector transition, climb by the
Okay, so right off the bat, we know for sure.
441, American.
We need to dial up.
American 243, read back correct.
We're going to dial up the Pomona VOR.
American 54 with you on the visual for 25. Boeing 122 Alpha Juliet with Echo, like to pick up IFR to St. Louis.
American 15,
like Jonesy there, yeah?
Las Vegas Tower. Good evening.
The 110.4 is already set up here. So basically all I'm going to do is set up that, well, it's already set up, the 164 radial. We're going to fly runway heading until we hit 1400, make a left-hand turn.
Airport, Boch 7 departure, Hector transition, then is filed. Climb via SID squawk 5112.
Left-hand turn all the way to a heading of 130.
To the San Luis Obispo Airport, Boch 7 departure.
Take notes here.
Then is filed.
And then
climb via SID 5112 is.
And then we're going to basically intercept this. Once I intercept this, I'm going to utilize my GPS, and we're going to let it go. So we're going to call that good. So again, 26 departure procedure, runway heading 1400 feet, left-hand turn to a heading of 130 until this gets centered up. That's going to take us to Prado. At that point, we join Victor 363 until we reach Poxcu. Now, I have already set up in here, and I can clean it up just a little bit. This was the waypoint. I'll even clear out. I'm going to clear out Paradise because I don't need it. This was the 270 radial where it joined Victor 363. I was just going to use it as a reference. I don't need to anymore. So there we go. Prado, Poxcu, Ollie, Anaheim. That's going to take us straight into Seal Beach on Victor 8. So the GPS is set up. We're ready to go there. I'm ready to taxi. I just need to grab the weather very quickly. I did grab it before I hopped on, but I'll grab it again one more time. Before we call for taxi, we'll call with information. Here we go.
Bracket field information Tango 0147 Zulu. Wind 250 at 6. Visibility 10. Ceiling 4000 overcast. Temperature 17. Dew point 11. Altimeter
Las Vegas, Grand Charlie, we can
3011.
expect 19 right.
Visual approach runway 26 left. 26 right. In use.
Alpha Juliet,
Departing runway 26 left. 26 right.
Tonight.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short
Roger.
instructions.
American 15,
Advise on
40,
initial
40, roll
contact,
all the
you
way
have
down
Tango.
to the end, exit on Alpha.
I have Tango.
Cross runway 25 right, hold short of Bravo and
Switch
contact
to
ground. 1.
Ground, look on the airport diagram.
Yeah, my
And
bad.
I
I was
have,
on Alpha 7. so
ground 25.0, which I already
Yeah,
have
I'm
set up.
sorry.
And let me fix really
Okay,
quickly.
that's okay. You can cross 25 right at Alpha 7, hold short of Bravo, contact ground 121.1.
I'm going to put my go flights on here really quickly. Okay, as well
Roger,
utilize
hold
those
Bravo
as
and
well.
contact ground on 19.1. Thank you.
Go flight. Oop,
50,
dang it.
It's 121.1, 121.1.
So again, the same thing I do is no selection.
12.1, American 2.4.
166, I go to no selection, and my panels are magically working.
John Wayne Tower.
Tower
Piper
frequency,
6097 Golf, holding short of 20 left at Kilo.
Is 26 left, 18.2.
Ready for IFR departure.
Number 6097 Golf, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. 20 left.
Number 172 Sierra Kilo, you can join Bravo to the ramp, remain this frequency, have a connect.
I got takeoff trim
Taxi
set.
to ramp to Weber 2 Kilo, thank you.
Bracket ground, good evening, Cherokee 83416 information, Tango at the east ramp, ready taxi.
Runway 3416, bracket ground, runway 26 left, taxi by a Sierra and Alpha.
Sierra Alpha 26 left, Cherokee 83416. There we go. And we're moving. What's going on, Rhino? Pathfinder, you finally get a chance to see me fly. Indeed. Here's the plan again, just in case you guys aren't aware. I'm gonna be doing. Thanks, buddy. I was gonna. It's part of my pre-takeoff checklist.
I'm going to cross.
Don't worry about it. I'll get there.
Excuse me. We're going to cross 25 right at 7. To hold short of
Affirm,
Bravo.
cross 25 right at Alpha 7, hold short of Bravo, then contact ground.
We're gonna do the LDA
Roger that,
into
thank you.
John Wayne. I'm gonna go mist, and I'm gonna fly up to Van Nuys. Either that or I'm gonna land. Ooh, man, these brakes are touchy. And then we're gonna go to Van Nuys from John Wayne. 4573.
Las Vegas ground, good evening. Boeing 122 Alpha Julia with Echo, red signature, ready taxi.
Boeing 122 Alpha Julia, Las Vegas ground, runway 19 right, taxi via Hotel Foxtrot.
Hotel Foxtrot for 2 Alpha Juliet. Keep.
So we've got, again, in our nav 2, we've got bracket already set up. I may as well switch that over to nav 1, just because I'll have DME anyway, so I'll know where I'm at in relation to bracket. We're going to set up departure frequency right now, 135.40. So that's set up, 18.2 set up there. We're good to go.
And going to SoCal departure 123.
Nav 1. I'm going to do it on here. 110.4. And we'll do just a really quick run up here as well. And on the 164 radio. Close. Sure, that looks good. Okay. Bring it up to I think I locked up there. There we go. 1750 RPMs. Left mag. Good. Back to both. Right mag. Good. And back to both. Fantastic. Alright, what am I forgetting? Anybody? We good? I think we're good. Bracket Tower, Cherokee 83416, runway 26 left.
Cherokee
Look how
3416,
sweet
bracket
that
tower.
looks, man.
Good evening, Knowing 2506, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 26 left, Cherokee 83416, excuse me. Man, that looks sweet. Alright. Picture is full. And fuel pump is on. And I think we're all set. Now, I'm pumping out of my left tank right now. As soon as I depart, I'm going to switch over to my right tank, and we'll start leveling it off there. I'm just looking at my fuel quantities here. We'll get it balanced out here. I could do it right now, but I'm not gonna. Rock and roll. There, 60 knots. She comes up. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we're trimming for about 78.
Cherokee 416 connects with Hail departure.
Over departure, thanks, have a good day.
See ya.
There's our 1,400 feet and a left-hand turn while we switch to SoCal. Way too far on the turn. That's okay. SoCal, good evening, Cherokee 83416 crossing 1,700 climbing to 4,000 on the DP. And there's heading at 130. Overshot that just a hair, didn't I? It's okay.
Cherokee 83416 SoCal departure, radar contact.
And did I just fly through the needle? Matter of fact, I think I did. That happened quick, didn't it? Probably overcompensating that as well. So honestly, at this point, I'm almost direct Prado. Alright? There we go. And I got 1,200 more feet to go. Oh yeah, look at me back and forth on that needle. That's awesome, man. Woo! No problemo. 1,000 to go. We'll go ahead and switch my tank now over to the right side. Lay off the beer, eh? No. And just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and introduce GPS into the system. I don't do this often. So, enjoy it. When it's direct Prado from here, since I'm centered on the needle at this point, switch that over to GPS, and we'll flip the autopilot on with a navigational hold. And we're going to go vertical speed for now, as we bring it down. Bring our RPMs down just a hair as well. We're getting up to our assigned altitude of 4,000. There we go. We'll do an altitude hold right there. Ba-bam! Pretty cool. Well, lean out just a little bit above 3. Bring the RPMs back again. We don't need to redline the engine. Don't need to, but I'm going to. Sweet. Check that out, man. Right at the bases. That is so awesome. X Enviro. Looking sweet. Looking really sweet. We need some more beers. You love watching me control? Well, thank you. trust me, my controlling is a hell of a lot better than my flying. We'll put it that way. Alright, so we need to grab the weather for John Wayne. We'll get that here in just a second. I'm going to need another beer here in a minute too, I think. We might have to make this full stop at John Wayne, because I might need another beer.
Your 3 Foxtrot, go ahead.
John Wayne Airport Information Yankee. 0153 Zulu. Wind, 210 at 6. Visibility 10.
Foxtrot, Roger. Fly heading
Few clouds at
170 Vector
4,000.
Seal Beach.
Ceiling 5,000 broken.
I'll pass that along.
Temperature 18.
Pass that request along.
2.11. Altimeter 3009.
I was hoping...
Visual approach runway 20 left, 20
Says
right,
3
in use.
Foxtrot, affirmative. Actually, fly
Departing
heading
runway 20
190.
left, 20 right. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Read back all
Cherokee
runway
416,
assignments
contact
and hold
local
short
approach,
instructions.
1 to 8.1.
All VFR departures,
1 to 8.1,
contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and
Number
requested
97
cruise
Golf
altitude.
8020.
Operate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Advise on initial contact you have Yankee.
I have Yankee. Okay. SoCal, good evening, Cherokee 83416 4000, information Yankee and approach request.
Number 83416, SoCal approach, John altimeter 3009, go ahead.
I'd like to request a LDA DME runway 20 right approach with the missed approach.
Cherokee 416, fly heading 220, vector LDA, runway 20 right, and have your...
Hey, heading 220, Cherokee 83416 for the LDA. Okay, so I'm off that. We need to get my...
Niner 7 off traffic, slightly ready at 12 o'clock, 8.5 miles.
My nav radio set, frequency 108.3.
Cherokee level 4009.
Talk about me there.
And we're looking for traffic, 907 Golf.
Cherokee 416, traffic slightly left here at 12 o'clock, 7 miles, opposite direction, a Harbor Malibu, level 3000.
Traffic is in sight, Cherokee 416.
Thank you. This is a 3 Papa Foxtrot, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
183 is my approach course. Ah, come on, man. And then we'll try to be brief. I am terrible at doing this. I'm going to take this off of GPS navigation. I'm getting DME off of...
Approach to 113, Papa Foxtrot, 7000.
I'm getting DME off of the localizer. Basically, an LDA approach is just an offset localizer. Is really all there is to it.
And you can expect ILS right 20 right approach from Seal Beach.
Okay, 3009, we'll expect the ILS 20 right from Seal Beach, 3 Papa Foxtrot.
Let's see if it has the LDA in the GPS. It does. How about that? We'll take vectors, and I'm going to go ahead and activate it because I'm on vectors right now. Let's see what happens. I've never done this before. I'm just using this as a backup, obviously, because I've got the localizer set up. But this will be neat to see how it works. Way back to the approach. We should expect to be at Tusti, which is the final approach fix at 1900 feet. I'm not expecting to have to do a procedure turn on the approach at all. As of now, we're on a heading that will put us through the localizer. So we'll expect a vector 2 final at that point. As a matter of fact, we might even already be through the localizer. It's possible, but I'm not sure. What did that Malibu get? There's Malibu's over there, just to make sure that we're good.
Niner 7 Golf, turn right heading 110.
Turn right 110, 907 Golf.
Okay. For our missed approach, on a missed approach, we're going to climb up to 1,000 feet with a right turn. Then a climbing right-hand turn, 3,000 to the Seal Beach VR. Seal Beach frequency is 115.7. Okay, we'll be direct to the Seal Beach VOR. And we may as well do a lap in the hold, just for fun, because why not? Uh-oh, I got carb ice.
7, correction number 907 Golf, you are
I turned that
3
off.
miles
I do mean to
right, heading
hold that.
180, maintain 3000 till established, localizer, clear ILS runway 20 right approach.
I imagine she's going to put me in towards the airport and then she'll
Turn right,
probably have to
180,
spin me.
maintain 3000 to established, 420 right, 97 Golf.
Cherokee 416, delay vector for another aircraft that's on approach, turn right, heading 080.
Right turn all the way around, heading 080, 416.
Number 907 Golf, continue to turn heading 200 to join.
200 to join, 97 Golf.
Number 907 Golf, maintain best forward speed till Lemon. At Lemon, contact John Tower 126.8.
Alright, we're speeding up. Contact tower at 126.8, 97 Golf.
For that Malibu spill. Man, that horizon looks awesome. Really looks awesome. I didn't do a radio check. Oh man. I'll do it with Goldsy. I'll do it with Goldsy. Goldsy will take it.
Boy, 122 Alpha Juliet, SoCal departure. Correction, Las Vegas departure, radar contact.
Oh man. Look at that horizon, man. That is so sweet. I love X-Plane. There's the Malibu.
Sometimes.
There's the Malibu. Got a radio check out.
Turn left, direct Seal Beach, cross Seal Beach, at or above 4000, clear ILS runway 20 right approach.
Got bunches of traffic.
Okay, direct Seal Beach and Seal Beach at or above 4000, clear the ILS 20 right approach, 3 Buffalo Foxtrot.
There's the Malibu that we're going to be following. Now that Malibu should be hauling ass. I should not be a factor at all. That guy. Yeah, man. I like it. That's actually one of the things I was hoping. I wanted to see traffic in John Wayne as we were heading out, so that's fantastic. I like to see that. It looks like she had me inside Effie. I'm looking if we can find Effie here on the map. Totally didn't want to go there.
Cherokee 416, fly heading 110, set to maintain 3000.
Heading 110, 3000, 416.
American 243, Las Vegas departure, good evening, radar contact.
She's going to try to cut me in tight. Okay. So that means that I'm going to have to go way down for her. I'm going to help her out.
Cherokee 416, you are 2.5 miles from Effie. Fly heading 160. Maintain 3000 till established final approach course. Correction, published segment of the approach cleared. LDA, runway 20 right approach.
Okay, 160 until established on the localizer 3000. Cleared LDA DME runway 20 right, Cherokee 416. It is a localizer, so it can be called a localizer. Got nav hold set on. Okay, so we're just outside Effie. According to her, we're looking for...
Someone else was calling in again.
We're looking for Tusti at 1900. That's 5.3 DME. We got another 5 miles. And at Effie, we should be at 2800. Effie is 9.3. So we can go all the way down to 2800 now as we're established on the localizer. I'm not going to look out the windows. Okay? Missed approach again will be a climb out. Climb out to 1,000 feet, reaching 1,000 feet. It's a right turn. Right-hand turn. Direct to the Seal Beach VOR. Alright? Okay, here's Effie. We're crossing over Effie right now. Okay, so now we can continue our descent all the way down to
2 Alpha Juliet,
1900.
Center 134.65. Have a great night.
two guys on the ILSs of Jackass request the LDA.
Number 83416, contact Jeremy Tower 126.8. Have a great night. See ya.
126.8, we'll see ya. 416. Oh no, my radio's just failed.
2180 Kilo. SoCal approach, I did hear your request. I gave you a squawk code with no read back there. It's 3102 and ident, please.
That makes it so much harder. Alright, here we go. John Wayne Tower, good evening, Cherokee 834-167.5 out on the LDA, DME runway 20 right. We'd like to request the published missed approach procedure.
Number 83416, John Wayne Tower, good evening. What the hell is an LDA anyway? I went 210 at 6, runway 20 right, declared a low approach, and execute missed approach procedure as published.
Alright, with you then, we'll execute the published missed approach and cleared low approach runway 20 right. We'll call the miss Cherokee 416. Okay, so we're about a mile and a half out from Tusti. Mile and a half out from Tusti. 1 mile from Tusti.
John Wayne Tower,
100 feet to go. Final approach 6, then we descend down to 880 feet.
Number 97 Golf, taxi Bravo to the ramp at this frequency, and let's pass for the I-1.
There is
thanks for the pass.
Half a mile.
Taxi by Bravo, 97 Golf.
Half a mile till Tusti. We'll put in a notch of flaps. And I'm going to reset my radios. Oh, that was the wrong one. There goes my squawk code. How much you want to bet? Oh, we're good. We're good. My radios just popped back in. Fantastic. Okay. There is Tusti. We'll start down to 8,800. Alright. We're going to all the way to Hager. Hager at 0.3 at 880 feet. And John Wayne Tower, Cherokee 83416. Just a quick altimeter check if you don't mind.
Number 83416, the John Wayne altimeter 3009er.
09er, thanks. Okay. 880 feet. I'm just going to leave it at 1 notch of flak since I'm going to be basically flying the missed approach anyway. We're at 3.5 miles away now and about another 500 feet to go. Missed approach will be climbing out to 1,000 feet, right hand turn direct to Seal Beach. Now I have Seal Beach already set and standby, ready to go, so we just have to flip the switch when we go. And we're all set. 128.1 was the frequency that's set up and standby as well for SoCal. We've got about 200 feet. 200 feet and 2 miles. A bit of power back in. hold this altitude. I'm gonna poke my head up at about why am I still descending here? Don't want to descend. I can't go below 880. Cannot go below 880. So really all I have is, I mean, it's 100 feet to climb on the missed approach. Alright, so we'll take a look now. We're just about at minimums. Just over the runway. You can see it's just basically an offset. An offset localizer is really all it is. We're going to go flaps up. We pull the power in. I'm going to pull my heartbeat out. Mix is full rich. And we'll start our climb now to 3,000.
San Luis Tower 6.
Why is this not?
For leaving your airspace to the south. Thank you very much.
Goals are driving me
614, I have a good answer there.
Autopilot is off for now. And John Wayne Tower Cherokee 3416 is on the miss now, thanks.
Right 3416, thanks. Connect SoCal approach 128.1.
Okay, SoCal 128.1 Cherokee 3416. So it says direct.
Ontario Tower Cherokee 218.
Come on. This silly thing is killing me.
For 2180 Kilo, Ontario Tower.
Alright.
Good evening. Enter a ramp.
SoCal Cherokee 83416 climbing out of 1,600 for 3,000 direct to Seal Beach on the LDA missed approach procedure. We'll have a request for you shortly. This is driving me nuts. Here we go. Alright.
Cherokee 83416, SoCal departure. Roger, execute missed approach is published. And you want any time in the hold?
Yeah, I'll probably take a lap in the hold just to see what it's like, and then I'll have a request for you then.
Cherokee 416, roger. Expect further clearance is 0255, time now 0244 and 3/4.
AFC 0255, we'll have a request by then. Thanks, Cherokee 416. Alright, we're 9 miles away from Seal Beach. That was a terrible turn. For some reason, this whole using the mouse to set the course was not working, and I wasn't able to pay attention to what I was heading, and I was 90 degrees off course on the turn. It was short-lived, so it was ugly. Yeah, let's just go. We're supposed to go direct Seal Beach anyway, so we're direct from here, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so the missed approach procedure is on the 300 radial. I don't have a stopwatch, so I'll just have to do the best that I can with what I have. We'll measure it on time. How about that?
Boxer 72, cross of Tumby at maintain flat level 240.
Like John Fly and Snap are getting close. They were flying with the Boxer call sign tonight. I went missed only for fun. That's all. It was just for fun.
Going to Alpha Julia, I can give you direct Palmdale for now.
We're going to go do another LDA at a different airport.
Going to Alpha Julia, Palmdale.
Alright, so we're going to be holding at the Seal Beach VOR. Artifacts, hey, good evening, how the heck are you? Welcome to the stream. No,
576 Angeles Center.
I am one of those weirdos who actually provides air traffic control services as well. I've got the evening off, so I'm here having fun on my work. We do get compensated for our time. We are highly trained. and we provide a very high quality service. Now, I'm speaking for my product, of course, so I consider it bias, I guess, because it is my employer, and I think that we do a heck of a job.
Going to Alpha Juliet, user look for flight level 320. Going to Alpha Juliet, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Alright, it'll be a left turn, outbound on a 120. I'm just going to turn to a left turn heading 120. Direct entry into the hold, basically. 120, I'm going to switch my OBS, my course heading, off to 300, and that will be our inbound course heading on the turn. So there's artifacts. Pilotedge.net. It's flight sim enthusiasts, it's student pilots, it's professionals, it's flight schools, it's corporations. I mean, it's a bit of everything. It's kind of funny, 22 Whiskey is answering questions for me. Thanks, guys, because it allows me the opportunity to try to focus a bit more than than I have been. Alright, about 1 mile to Seal Beach, and we'll start our left-hand turn. It may sound silly, but consider this. Consider this. If you're a student pilot, training for your private pilot's license, and just start adding up the cost of flight training. So start with the rental of the aircraft. You know, we'll go on the low end even, probably say $120 per hour, right? Throw in your instructor. Throw in fuel. And then think about what you're doing. I mean, you're sitting, those very first few lessons, you're sitting in that cockpit and you're learning communications, you're learning about airspace, you're learning terminology and phraseology. Now, take that idea and look at the Pilotedge network. And what we do is we provide you, as a student pilot, an atmosphere to practice those ideas, those concepts, those words at a fraction of the cost, with other people from around the world and with the professional air traffic control service. You can use it as much as you want to, for a nominal fee, of course. And it's an immersive representation of real-world airspace. It's not costing you fuel, it's not costing you rental, it's not costing you instructor fee. Now, at the same time, if you want to have a flight instructor work with you, we have that available as well. We have the option that a flight instructor can sit and remotely watch your screen while you operate a simulated aircraft and critique and grade and whatever it may be, again, for a nominal fee, if that's what you like. Now, most people don't need that. They just need a place that they can practice, whatever it was that they did in their last flight session, for example. If it was steep turns, great. Take off out of John Wayne Airport, go to the practice area and practice steep turns. You need to practice talking to an air traffic control tower. Wonderful. Load up at any Class Delta airport and put together a VFR idea and execute it. And you get to practice all you want to. If you make mistakes, guess what? Nobody gets hurt. The simulated environment, so you can't go wrong. Now we're going to make our left-hand turn now back to the Seal Beach VOR. After we hit Seal Beach this time around, we'll call for actually, I can make a request now even. That was a pretty good entry into the hold, even though I'm just finishing up the hold entry at this point. these needles coming around. I'm probably going to overshoot just a bit. Come on, baby. You can do it. Coerce it just a little. Yeah, overshot. Nuts. Well, it wasn't perfect, was it? Even tried slowing down a bit. Fantastic. Alright.
576.
Who's ready to go to Van Nuys?
Don't be at maintain flight level 240 if unable, let me know.
That was awful. What a terrible turn back to the VOR.
Boxer 72, contact to Nellis, approach 135.0.
That was ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. And so Cal Cherokee 416 has our request when you're ready.
Cherokee 146, go ahead.
Cherokee 3416, like to pick up an IFR clearance to Van Nuys, and we'll continue with the hold whenever you're ready with the routing. Just let me know.
416, Roger.
Let her do the work for me. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. Probably not. Crash? Why in the world would I want to do that? I don't want to crash. Wondering how much the wind is pushing me here. Alright, so there we just crossed over the Seal Beach VR. We'll make our left-hand turn again. Heading at 120. I'm going to leave it a little bit further south of 120 this time. Matter of fact, I may as well use my GPS if I have it. And we'll watch our track and watch the track out on the 120.
Have your clearance, Roger to copy.
One moment, we're going to finish our left-hand turn. As soon as we get on the outbound here on the hold, I'll give you a call.
Second approach here, good afternoon, North 172 Sierra Kilo with you, climbing 2,400.
Cherokee 416, climbing the hold, maintain 4,000.
I'm climbing to 4,000, 416.
Ag 3 Papa Foxtrot, after Snake, contact Tower Tower 126.8.
Over to Tower after Snake, 3 Papa Foxtrot.
Okay, so we're looking over a track
Station
of
172 Sierra Kilo, so got a departure, cancel altitude restriction.
Cancel altitude restriction to Sierra Kilo, thank you.
Boxer 72 Nellis, approach Las Vegas altimeter 2990.
So I was off quite a bit.
Maintain 13,000.
On that outbound leg, so we'll fix that this time. Hopefully it'll be better. And of course I'm flying a little bit slower too.
576 contact Nellis approach 135.
About 3, we'll just lean it out a little bit. I'm not going to go too extreme.
United 576, correction 135.1.
Excuse me. Yeah, where's your beer, dude? In your fridge, man. In the fridge. Go for 3 mile leg here. 200 to go. On the climb. 2/10 of a mile.
Going to Alpha Juliet after Palmdale to center pilot's discretion. Maintain flight level 240.
Take that left turn, please. And so Cal Cherokee 416 is ready when you're ready.
Cherokee 416, clip to Van Nuys Airport via depart Seal Beach. Correction, yes. Seal Beach, 23. Popper, Santa Monica 125 radial, Santa Monica 317 radial to Canog, direct, maintain 4,000.
Clear to Van Nuys Airport, Seal Beach, Victor 23, Popper, Santa Monica 125 radial, Santa Monica, the 317 radial outbound, Canog, direct, 4,000, Cherokee 416.
Cherokee 416, read back correct.
Press.
Station 2, Sierra Kilo, resume navigation.
Okay, so here's a beautiful thing. I'm going to go to flight plan.
American 243 after palm down, center pass discretion, maintain flight level 240.
I'm going to go to flight plan. I have this set up already.
United 576, Nellis approach, Las Vegas altimeter 2990, descend and maintain 13,000.
As soon as I hit Seal Beach, I may as well do it now even. Once I hit Seal Beach, then... Why didn't it... Range. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're good. It's going to Seal Beach anyway. Right? So, it's all good. We fine.
Southwest 3787 Los Angeles Center, good evening.
Left hand turn on Victor 23. I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm checking the map. My hold in the map. You know what? It wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. Not that bad at all.
United 576 radar contact lost.
Oh no, we lost one, guys.
Boxer 72, vectors approach runway 21 right.
Alright, we're going to type in Santa Monica. Actually, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to let the GPS do all the work for me. And the autopilot. I'm going to take a nap. I should go grab a beer.
Boxer 72, depart.
How many controllers?
Boxer 72, I think I might have to do there. Depart Hassel at flight. Correction. Depart Hassel heading 0.
I'm confused with your question, Artifact. Are you asking
right? Unless you have a different request.
How many pilots use it at the same time? That varies, obviously. It just depends. Right now there are...
Boxer 72, Roger, depart Hassel heading
15 or 16 people on the network right now flying.
Visual approach runway 3
that can vary.
left.
We've seen it as high during an event. I think our highest was close to 80. And that's it. That was in a condensed area as well.
Boxer 72 is going to maintain 5,000.
We're going to be right over the top of
Boxer
Los
72,
Angeles here as we make our way off to... There we go. Make our way over to Van Nuys. Boy, it's hazy out, eh?
Cherokee 416, contact Circle Bridge 134.9 and have a great night.
134.9 or 416? 134.9er. SoCal Cherokee 3416 is 4,000.
You're 8416, so for the approach, Los Angeles Delta 33009.
09, I think. And I explained it such, didn't it? That's wonderful. That's so awesome. Looking towards Torrance off that way. Actually, pardon me, Torrance is right there. Here's Torrance. There's LA and Hawthorne. Should probably be Compton. There's Hawthorne. There's LA. and lots of different traffic. I mean, there's planes about. That's the cool thing with the Pilotedge network, is the fact that there is always aircraft in the air. Now, whether they are being operated by a person right now, or whether they're just pre-recorded tracks of VFR aircraft operating in uncontrolled airspace, that's a whole other area. You always have to be on the lookout for other planes, just like you would be in the real world. You're constantly making sure that when you're operating in an airspace, VNC especially,
assuming you have the airport in sight or not.
then you always keep your eyes out the window. How often does PE do events? Pilotedge does events every month. We'll have an event every single month.
17, Roger.
I imagine there will be something coming up here really soon. We did one on the last day of April, which was a mistake. It was rushed and put together, and we'll do better next time. I do promise that. Alright, I need to close down the airport diagram for Brackett. I don't need that anymore. I need to close down the LDA chart for John Wayne. I don't need that anymore. And we'll look at Van Nuys now. I want to do the LDA Charlie approach, which is really interesting. If you don't have a copy of this chart, go grab a copy of it really quickly. I'll give you a sneak peek right now. Check this puppy out and tell me what you find strange about that.
72 Nellis Tower, good evening. The wind 070 at 11, runway 3 left. Clear to land. Right sides available if you'd prefer.
One thing I want to point out to you right here. Localizer frequency. Well, guess what is right here? Look at the name of it. This is an LDA approach into Van Nuys. So, how interesting is this?
13 Papa Foxtrot, cross runway 20 left at Hotel, join Alpha to the ramp for me this route.
You went back up 22 whiskey, you're like, Van Nuys is San Francisco, because, I love those long hauls. Yeah, buddy. You know me so well. So this chart explains a whole bunch. It's kind of cool. We're using the ILS frequency for runway 8.
Southwest 3787.
ILS 8 Burbank as the LDA into Van Nuys, and it'll be a circle to land. So we're looking at Buddy as being the outer marker. Now Buddy is basically right over the top of Van Nuys. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can't tune into Buddy, see if Buddy still works. Buddy is an old ADF. That frequency still there, or is it just a GPS waypoint? I don't see a frequency.
Number 83416, clear direct Santa Monica, New York.
Okay, we're turning direct to Santa Monica now, 416. I'm not getting it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to tune in Van Nuys 13 point. One wants me to go up apparently. 13.1. Just so I can measure Buddy. It's outbound on the 164. Which, what do you know? It's already set up to the 164. So I know that as soon as I cross that, I'm at Buddy, which is my missed approach point. So very, very interesting. The whole thing is just completely bizarre to me. Now I'm going to Kennog, which is not on the procedure. So I could go to Silex. I can request a vector to. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to request a vector to final on the LDA. So Goldsy, dude, I'm sorry, but this is what I want to do, and damn it, you're going to just have to deal with it. Let's get the weather for Van Nuys.
Van Nuys information echo. 0151 Zulu. Wind, 150 at 7. Visibility 10. Ceiling 3700 overcast. Temperature 17.
At least the ceilings are a bit lower.
2.11. Altimeter 3008. ILS 16 right approach in use. Landing and departing runway 16 right 16 left. Departing runway 16 left. 16 right. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have echo.
We are advertising here. We're advertising ILSs. But we'll go ahead and get our request in now. SoCal Cherokee 3416 information Echo at Van Nuys with approach request if you're able.
3416, Roger. 1720 Kilo SoCal approach, good evening, Palomar altimeter 3010. 122 Alpha Juliet, contact LA Center 135.5. Ray 3416 back.
Cherokee 3416 again information Echo at Van Nuys. If you don't mind, we'd like vectors for the LDA Charlie approach circle land runway 16 right.
Number 83416, Roger, you can expect that.
Outstanding, thanks.
122 Alpha Juliet, LA Center, good evening. Send pilot's discretion, maintain 9,000.
Before I get too far again, I just want to check to make sure that
2 Alpha Juliet, the St. Louis altimeter 3009.
Unable to get Buddy. If I can get Buddy, I want Buddy, but I don't know that I'll be able to get Buddy. It may have been
245 Yankee Van Nuys,
disabled.
right crosswind departure.
So many ADF.
506, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
So many ADFs are going away.
Foxtrot 72, your next left is Delta, join Foxtrot to the ramp, you can remain this route.
Which I can't say that I blame them. I mean, it's an LDA. That was the light switch. Whoever it was that told me that before. Thank you. You're the man. Looks like that's a dome light.
American 243, contact LA Center 135.5.
I missed it. This one controls the brightness and the dim and the panels themselves. Alright, 4 miles from Santa Monica. Get the 109.5 frequency dialed up. And we will be full stop on this one. I'm not even...
Boxer 72, Nellis Tower, Roger, taxi Delta Foxtrot to the ramp, you can remain this route.
And...
American 243, LA Center, good evening, descend and maintain 9,000, San Luis altimeter 3009. American 243, Lake Carefly, your pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 9,000. 3416, connect SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2, 416. SoCal Cherokee 3416 4000 with Echo.
3416 SoCal approach. Good evening, Van Nuys altimeter 3009. Depart the Santa Monica, VOR heading 300, vectors to final.
Heading 300 after Santa Monica Cherokee 416. And we're only 2 miles away from Santa Monica. We're looking for vectors to final. So as soon as we hit Santa Monica, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the GPS as my navigational source and assign on a heading. I'm going to, just as a backup, I'm not going to use the GPS. I'm going to use GPS only for DME if required. Mainly because I'm not able to pull up Buddy as the ADF. Got it set up here, so I'll know that I'll cross it anyway, but just for fun, let's just set it up. Set up the approach, select approach. We're doing, let's see if the LDA is set up. Do we have the LDA? No LDA anyway, so cancel. Never mind. Didn't want to do it anyway, man.
Ray 245 Yankee connect SoCal.
And I need another beer. I'll survive. It was getting bumpy. Getting bumpy.
SoCal departure Seneca 8.
Okay, there's Santa Monica. We're on a heading hold now.
5,500.
Heading 300, taking off.
245 Yankee SoCal approach. Good evening, Squawk 5002.
Yes.
5002.
You know, Buddy used to be, what I'm saying, Buddy used to be an ADF. Yeah, so it's been decommissioned. Now what they're using it for is a GPS waypoint. So if I had it available in the GPS, then it would be available there. That's really it. Going to pre-select Van Nuys Tower frequency 119.3. So again, that's ready to go. It's one less thing.
245 Yankee, thanks. Radar contact 5 miles south of the Van Nuys Airport. Report established on the Los Angeles.
So Buddy used to be an ADF and these lovely things.
Outside Los Angeles.
I know I have it here. Here it is. The ADF finder points right to it. So you know when that flips, you hit Buddy if you have the popper set up in there. A dealy bobber thingamajigger. Can we see the Hollywood side from here?
Okay, Navajo just calling. Voices coming in muffled. Say again.
Go over there somewhere. I see Van Nuys. Tell me, how sweet is a night in X-Plane? Love it. Love flying at night on X-Plane.
Number 358 3.
Too far west? Yeah, that's possible. That's quite possible. I'm still unfamiliar with the geography when it comes to where landmarks are out here.
172 Sierra Kilo Socal approach. Roger, you're cleared into the San Diego Bravo airspace on altimeter 307.
I'm not receiving the localizer. Let's just double check. 109.5. 109.5. Kind of surprised that I'm not receiving localizer yet. 109.5. 109.5.
November 458 Whiskey Alpha on departure. Fly heading 150. Maintain VF radar below 2,400. Departure frequency 128.1. Squawk 2415.
Yeah, he definitely does have me on
a
further west direction, so that would make sense.
Remember 35834 radar contact over the Blythe VOR, Blythe altimeter 2998, maintain VFR.
This guy here just took off out of Van Nuys a minute ago. Still not getting a localizer, which is kind of strange.
Number 35834, change to my frequency 126.3.
I know I'm still a bit south, so I mean it's understandable. But at the same time, it makes you nervous, you know, when you think...
172 Sierra Kilo, advising you have Palembra Airport in sight. Southwest 3787, contact SoCal approach 124.5.
Malibu off that way. Hard to see, obviously. With
Rate 245 Yankee cleared into the Los Angeles Bravo airspace via the coastal route.
Burbank way over there off my wing.
5,500 LA altimeter 3010.
A245 Yankee cleared through Bravo at 5,000.
That's him right there, right off the wing, the guy that's talking right now. That's just above my wing.
10, is that what you said?
He's going through the Bravo airspace on the coastal, so he's just above me, about 1,500 feet up. Heads southbound right over the top of Los Angeles.
SoCal 8245 Yankee, repeat altimeter please.
245 Yankee, the LA altimeter 3010.
Alright, at least the localizer's in now, so that's great. That's fantastic.
And the aircraft calling at Chino's at 42 Delta Zulu. 42 Delta Zulu, Roger, you ready for taxi? Remember 42 Delta Zulu, runway 26 right, taxi via Alpha, Papa, cross runway 21.
It'll be sending all the way down to 1,500 on the approach for our missed approach. Basically, it'll be pattern altitude.
Southwest 3787 SoCal approach. Good evening, LA altimeter 3010. You can expect the ILS runway 24 right approach. Number 122 Papa Tango LA Center, good evening, clear to the Henderson Airport as filed. Maintain 7,000, expect 13,000 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.35, squawk 7167, hold for release.
Feel bad now, Golsey's busy.
G2 Papa Tango, read back Craig. Call me holding short.
You're gone.
Number 1 for departure. I'll buy a power release at that time. Frequency change of route. Lead 3416, turn left 10 degrees.
10 left 416.
G245 Yankee Connect SoCal approach 134.9.
Radio's about ready to die on me again.
134.9 or 8245 Yankee.
I went to 2 Alpha Juliet, contact Santa Barbara approach 120.55. For 245 Yankee SoCal approach, good evening, LA altimeter 3010.
I think that highway that's just underneath us now off the left, that's the 101,
2
right?
Alpha Juliet, Santa Barbara approach. Good evening, Nissan altimeter 3009er. Descend and maintain 6,000, expect the ILS runway 11 approach.
Yeah, I think that's the 101.
3416, turn right heading 350.
35046. So we're going to go back to just using instruments again. Excuse me.
3416, from Silex, turn right heading 050, maintain 3,700 till established on the localizer, cleared LDA Charlie approach, circle, runway 16 right.
050, 3700 cleared for the LDA Charlie, circle 16 right, Cherokee 416, thanks. Alright, so heading hold into nav, so as the localizer pops in, which it's starting to move already, I can see movement in there, so we're good to go. They'll snag the localizer, and we'll follow the localizer in. We'll start our descent down to 3,700 feet.
To Alpha Juliet, go ahead.
And I need to...
To Alpha Juliet,
unfortunately, because I'm not receiving other DMEs, I'm going to have to use my nav 2.
America 243, Santa Barbara approach, good evening, descend and maintain 6,000.
Verify my position. So we're on Silex, which is on the 242. As soon as we cross that, we can descend. I went too far. Just barely.
Number 42 Delta Zulu Chino Tower, you can make a left cross on departure runway 26, right clear for takeoff.
Matter of fact, I'm already past the 242 radial, so I'm okay anyway. Now we are, and now I can descend down to. That was Silex, so I can actually get 34. I'm reading the chart wrong, so I'm good. Down to 34,
Alpha Juliet, fly heading 2,
and I'm actually all the way down to 1,500. Now I don't follow the glide slope because the glide slope is not part of this approach. The glide slope belongs to Burbank. We're going
Eric 243, heading 290 back to
way down. All the way down, 1,500 feet.
Ready 3416, connect Van Nuys Tower 119.3.
83416 over to Van Nuys Tower, good night. I'm going to set that back again to the 164 radial here so I know when I'm at.
One 720 Kilo.
Van Nuys, good evening, Cherokee 83416 inside Silex on the LDA Charlie approach, circle for 116 right, descending out of 3,100.
Number 83416, Van Nuys Tower, good evening. You can cross overhead the field and enter a left downwind, runway 16 right.
Okay, crossing over left downwind, runway 16 right, Cherokee 416. Perfect. Because the approach really terminates at the airport, the only logical explanation is you got to continue over the top. And as we're over the top, look up, we should enter then right at left traffic. We got to stay within 1 mile. Look at our circling minimums on the approach. Our circling minimums indicate that we have to stay within 1 mile. 1,500
Juliet, Center maintain 4,000. Southwest 3787, Connex SoCal approach 128.5.
Have my light on. That was dumb of me. Alright. 1,000 feet to go. I have no idea how many more miles I have to go because I don't have DME, but I'm waiting for this to come in. I do know that I'm good all the way down to 1,500.
Southwest 3787 SoCal approach. Good evening, LA altimeter 3010.
Start working on slowing down.
Number 8245 Yankee contact SoCal approach 128.1.
And we're just about there. There's the marker. And we should be right over the top of the airport.
3416 to 1150 right at 6, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16 right, Cherokee 416.
American 243, descend and maintain 4,000.
That's a bit high, which is fine.
172 Sierra Kilo, connect Lindbergh Tower, 118.3. Number 8245 Yankee SoCal approach. Good evening, John Wayne altimeter 3010. 8245 Yankee. Southwest 3787, flighting 070, vectors for the approach.
From 5 miles from the northeast, looking for runway 27 approach.
Southwest 3787, amend that, descend and maintain 5,000.
Staying within 1 mile now, so this is going to be a
Sierra
really
Kilo,
tight turn.
Make straight in runway 27, you're clear to land, wind 310 at 4.
Take a straight runway 27, clear to land, wind copy, thank you.
We dive bombing this puppy.
Number 8245 Yankee, leaving LA Bravo airspace via for descent, now your discretion, overfly Huntington Pier, and enter a right downwind runway 20 right.
Now, why somebody would do that approach rather than just flying the ILS, I don't know. I don't know. It's something different. I suppose if the localizers were out on the ILS, you've got options. Always good to be comfortable with other options that may be available to you in those instances. But yeah, I don't know.
Southwest 3787, descend and maintain 4,000.
Oop, balloon that puppy, didn't I?
Going 2 Alpha Juliet, descend and maintain 3,000.
That was a floater like no other. Oof. And these toe brakes are so touchy.
Cherokee 3416, parking east or west side.
Heading off to the west, thanks, 416.
3416, Roger, you can take next right on Mike, join Alpha to the ramp, remain this frequency.
On your frequency and Alpha to the ramp, have a great night, man.
See you, Marcus, good to see you.
And as a matter of fact, we'll just take it and park it right over here. Should be a ramp just off to our right. Alright, clear the runway, clean up a little bit, got flaps up. And we'll turn our strobe light. Well, since strobe light never came on, because again, I'm a genius.
8245 Yankee, there was no altitude restrictions, just VFR descent at your discretion.
Hey, we're at Buddy again. We're just here.
November 35834, advising you at the 29 Palms Airport. Side switch, 12 o'clock now, 20 miles.
Alright, yeah, there's parking area right over here. We'll just, can't see over there, but I'm pretty sure we can just pop right on over here. Cool. 2 LDAs, one missed approach, just for fun. One of them is just an offset localizer, while another one is perpendicular, which makes things kind of interesting. It keeps you on your toes, that's for sure. And sure was a heck of a lot of fun. I got a hold in at Seal Beach with an extra climb up to 3,000, which is interesting. And you know, overall, it was pretty good. I got to use the autopilot, which I don't use the autopilot.
I heard the approach control was kind of a jerk, but you seem nice.
Pacer 38, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure, Pacer 38's 5,300, climbing 13,000.
Pacer 38, SoCal departure. I heard what you said about me.
No, you didn't.
Hey, Unleashed 1973. Good evening. Thanks for joining me tonight. Glad to see you. Now, I will be working the scope first thing in the morning. The scope will be on. It'll be hot. Working the Los Angeles sector as well. So there should be traffic on. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot of fun. That was interesting. You know, I'm glad that I had the opportunity to do that. I don't get a chance to have aircraft fly LDAs all that often, and certainly I don't have the opportunity to fly them all that much. So doing them is not easy, but it sure is a lot of fun. It's different, you know. We see them quite a bit on the Western Expansion site when Eagle is open. Obviously, that's really about the only way you're going to get into Eagle. So we're comfortable with it. Now, the difference is the LDA into Eagle really does act a lot like an ILS. It has a glide slope that is usable. The two I used tonight, no, you don't use the glide slope on those. You just use the localizers themselves. So it's just an offset localizer. And it can be at any angle. It doesn't have to be just one or I think an ILS is good up to 3 degrees if I remember correctly. So anything more than that on a localizer can be used as an LDA. But yeah, it's certainly not required. But yeah, interesting, a lot of fun, and the Cherokee performed nicely. So I'll give it that for sure. Battery's off. Why is the light still on? Interesting. Oh, it shouldn't be. So yeah, LDA's good fun. Questions? What did I do wrong? Yeah, the nice turn into. What you really have to, again, when you look at those circling minimums, yeah, when you're dealing with a circling approach, you really almost have to. You have to keep them nice and tight. You've only got so much area as being protected at that point. So I was a little bit high as I made that turn, so my speed was a little bit high, which meant you know, as I came in to land, I floated quite a bit. But I'm not going to complain. I don't think Goldsy would complain either. He probably didn't even notice. You're busy enough anyway, right? So, yeah, that was good fun. Alright, with that, guys, I'm going to go drink another beer and call it an evening. Thanks for chilling with me, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning. See you guys.